Hi everyone, Tara from Tara's Tank Friends here, and this is a little story about how I was really confused about how to tell the gender of Endler Fry and when you can start telling that difference. If you are someone who knows endlers really well and breeds them a lot, you probably already know this, and this video might not be for you. But I wanted to put this information out there because it was so difficult for me to find that I'm hoping it will help someone else like me. When I was first looking up information on how to breed these guys, I found a lot more information about breeding guppies than I did endlers. And I thought, well, they are fairly closely related, close enough that you can interbreed them. So I thought, it's probably accurate. Everything I read also said that live barrier fish are born fully formed. Well, I thought that meant fully formed, like you would be able to tell the gender right away. There is so little information on endlers specifically that I even found myself looking at pictures online of pregnant guppies to try to determine if my female endler was pregnant. And they do actually look slightly different. Female endlers don't get nearly as big and round as female guppies, and it's a much more subtle looking thing. I did get this book, which talks about a lot of different kinds of live bearers. But not endlers. No, there's a section on guppies, but not endlers. These are the first and second brood of Endler Fry I had. So the first ones that showed up on my channel are in here. And then about a month later, she had 6 more babies. One of them passed away shortly after it was born. But I thought that they were all female, and apparently I'm not the only one that thinks that. I had them in with my CBD fry until they were a little bit bigger, transferred them over in here, and if you see, it really doesn't want to focus on them because they're moving so much. That one back there behind the plant, oh, yep, he's just to the sort of center now, is a male. And I want to get him out of here and put into a different tank before this tank becomes full of baby endlers. When I got the females to add in with the males, I had looked up online and it had said that these fish are able to reproduce at 3 weeks of age. And I asked the guy at my LFS if that was true, and he said, yeah, that's true. Well, 3 weeks on these juveniles has come and gone quite a while ago, and they are just now looking like they're getting to be about that age. So I'm wondering if the person that wrote that and my LFS guy was thinking guppies and not endlers. I'll have to look, but I think it's been 2 months since I put up when these were first born. I want to say I'm seeing another one in here that's still sort of gray, like a female, but is developing a gonopodium. And I had been looking on some forums to see if there's any kind of water parameters that would affect the gender of the babies when I thought I was having all females. Indeed, I did find people talking about that, specifically regarding temperature. And I know that some cold-blooded animals, like sea turtles and I think alligators, temperature does affect the gender of the babies. Some people were saying that the hotter it is, you get more females. Some people were saying that the hotter it is, you get more males. And I really kind of went down the rabbit hole on this one. I unplugged the heater, and the lowest this tank will go until we get cooler weather is 76 degrees. I know that 2 to 4 degrees doesn't sound like that big of a difference, but I thought, hey, it might be enough to affect things. This is the 3rd batch of babies here. She had 8 the 3rd time, and one of them got stuck between the frame of the net and the net. and passed away. So there's 7. These ones were born in 76 degrees. And I was looking really carefully at the anal fins on these fish, and they're all triangular. And I was thinking, dang it, I still got all females. But since I found this one that is a male, that's a fish under the container, I got looking at some things online again. And I found one person at like the end of a thread on a forum saying that endlers take 2 to 3 months to show a gender difference, and that is about how old these are. This is the 2-month-old male that I've just caught out of the other tank. If I get closer, I don't think it's going to focus. But I notice on these that they all seem to start out with the black gravid spot that females have, and that gradually decreases in size. There's the 3-month-old that I just put in here a couple days ago on the outside of the container with a little bit of color on him. So the 2-month-old in the container, if I shine a very bright light on him as well, there is just the slightest tinge of blue that I can see, sort of up near, just behind like the operculum. I don't think the camera's picking that up. I do have the flashlight on him. But yeah, he's just starting to develop a gonopodium, or a thinner backward angled fin there instead of a triangular anal fin. So he'll be going into this tank today. Now, finding this out, apparently I won't know the gender of these babies for about 3 months. Now, I've also got a really close eye on at least one more in this tank because they are starting to look just ever so slightly male-ish. But I had such a hard time finding this information, I thought I would put it out there, and hopefully it'll help somebody when they think they've had all females. And we'll see if anything comes of the temperature change in the tank, but I'm kind of doubting it. So anyway, yeah, I hope that will help somebody. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.